Hey everybody, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. And in today's video, guys, I have another horror ranking for you all. And in today's video, guys, I recently watched all 4 Sleepaway Camp movies. And I thought it might be a good idea for me to rank all 4 of these movies, as a matter of fact. And as I've been saying, every time that I've been doing a horror ranking, since last year and a couple of months, the year before, as a matter of fact, guys, I am new to the horror genre, so I've been slowly getting into like more horror movies and whatnot, especially the horror franchises, as a matter of fact, and in today's video. The most recent one I finished up watching was the Sleepaway Camp franchise, as a matter of fact. So with all that being said, guys, share your ranking down below in the comment section, as a matter of fact. And those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do Lego related stuff, and I play video games. I do all sorts of stuff like that here on the channel, as a matter of fact, guys. So with all that being said, guys, I really enjoy the video, guys. Let's get started. And coming in last place for me easily, even though that I'm new to this franchise, I am gonna have the same last place placement as you guys as well, as a matter of fact. So coming in last place for me, guys, easily is going to be Return to Sleepaway Camp. So now, even though that I'm new to this franchise, this shouldn't be a big shock that I have this one in last place, because one thing that I will definitely agree on is our main character in this movie, Alan, is super annoying. I don't know if he's like the most annoying movie character ever, but in the recent movies that I've watched, he is definitely the most annoying. I'm sure there is a much worse movie character out there than him, but the way that he's just whiny all the time. He bullies some people, but he gets bullied mostly, as a matter of fact. And with this movie, I feel like it's highly unwatchable because the low budget that this movie has makes this movie pretty horrendous. The storyline in this movie, I also think, is not well developed, as a matter of fact. I liked how they brought back the characters. Ronnie, I think, was the name of that main counselor in the original film. Then they also brought back Angela's cousin Ricky. And then we have the original actress that portrayed Angela. I can't remember her name right offhand, but she came back and reprised her role as Angela, but she does not show up until the very end of the movie, and to be honest, that's another thing on what holds this movie back for me, is because it tries to be a legacy sequel, but it doesn't do a very good job, because Ronnie has a good enough chunk of screen time in this movie, but Ricky's like only in the movie for like 10 or like 15 minutes probably, and then Angela just only has like 3 minutes, not even like a full minute of screen time. I mean, she does have a post-credit scene involving her character where she kills the real sheriff that she was disguised as a matter of fact. And yeah, I really do like Angela as a character, but the big issue with this movie is she doesn't have a big enough screen time, and when she shows up in this movie for that one little part, she's utilized horribly, as a matter of fact. And I don't know why they decided to go that route, because for a legacy sequel, this movie was not very good, like at all, as a matter of fact. So yes, this is easily the worst out of all four of these movies for me. Up next at number 3, a lot of you people put this, a lot of you guys put this as your runner-up, but my number 3 placement has to go to Sleepaway Camp 2. As a matter of fact, I don't remember the name of it as of right now, but yeah, I am not a I mean, this movie is okay. This movie's okay. It's not like it's not that very, I don't think it's like that good of like a horror sequel. Sleepaway Camp 2 Unhappy Campers is what that one's called, as a matter of fact. So yeah, yes, what I really liked about the first Sleepaway, well, I don't want to say that because I don't want to give anything away, but the way that they used Angela in the sequel and replacing Angela with Pamela Springsteen, I thought wasn't a very good thing, because there's a whole reason on why Angela was the killer in the first Sleepaway Camp movie, but in this movie, I don't think they use her character very good. Yeah, I feel like the Sleepaway Camp should have just been a one and a done. I mean, I like in this movie how they tie in the story to how like the first movie ended at the very beginning. But in this movie, it just feels like here's what they did. Like they just took a significant horror icon that everybody liked, and she had a reason to be a killer in the first movie, but then in the second one, they're all like, that made a pretty good amount of money. Lots of people like it. So you know what's gonna make people go to the theater again? A sequel. So here's what we're gonna do with Angela next. We're gonna take away her motivation, her whole backstory from the first one, and just make her return and as a serial killer with no motivation or backstory like at all. And I just thought that was I just thought that wasn't a very good idea for Sleepaway Camp 2, and Angela and how they use Angela in this movie, I thought was not very good. And the way that they brought her back as like a significant serial killer was also not very good either, as a matter of fact. So yeah, it's significantly better than Return to Sleepaway Camp, I'll admit, but overall, it's not like that great of a movie for me. So up next at number 2, I am gonna give it to Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. So now, I am not, as you guys could probably tell, I am not a fan of the Sleepaway Camp sequels like at all. And I feel like out of every Sleepaway Camp follow-up and sequel that we have gotten, this one is the best, because what I really liked about this one is that is that they tied Angela's whole story from the first movie and to the second movie. She may have not had a motivation, and her backstory may have not still been there in the next movie, but I think they did it good enough for me to say this movie's okay. This movie's okay. This movie definitely I feel like did it better than the second one. But yeah, I feel like she has like a good enough motivation in this movie, and aside from the first one, she definitely has like the best motivation in my personal opinion. And yeah, I really do also like how the main guy that got his head chopped off at the end of the second movie, I can't remember his name, but the cop that in this movie, Barney, I think his name is, that was his son that died, and yeah, I like how we got a little tribute in connection to one of the characters to one of the prior films in this franchise as well, as a matter of fact. So yeah, that's really why I think this movie is the best sequel, is because, in my opinion, it connects the last two films perfectly together with the third movie, and yes, it's an okay sequel, and it's one that I would probably give a rewatch. And I would definitely say out of all the Sleepaway Camp sequels, this one is probably the most watchable. But easily coming in the first place for me is going to be the original Sleepaway Camp from 1983. This one is definitely the best out of this franchise because I feel like I don't even have to list off why I have this movie in number one, because for all of you Sleepaway Camp fans out there, it brought in a new horror icon, which is Angela Baker. As a matter of fact, she was a good slasher villain, but I feel like with the sequels, her story kind of fell apart because they took away her motivation in the second movie, and her backstory like wasn't there in like the second movie either. As a matter of fact, I mean, I really do like the mystery aspect of this movie, and I feel like it's an iconic mystery in the horror genre, and I really do like Angela as a character, as a matter of fact. So yeah, she's a great horror slasher villain, and yes, this movie was pretty good in my opinion, and it's easily the best movie in this franchise for me personally. So there you have it, guys. There's my ranking of all 4 Sleepaway Camp movies, ranked from worst to best. As a matter of fact, be sure to share your ranking down below in the comment section, as a matter of fact, guys, because we'll have a great discussion about it. And my list is not the right list, it's just my list, and I would love to see yours. And this is just my opinion, just to let you guys all know, as a matter of fact, guys. But with all that being said, guys, be sure you hit that like button as well as that red subscribe button. But most importantly, make sure you press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future, as a matter of fact, guys. But with that said, though, guys, I'm going to go get reading back to more videos, because more videos are on the way sooner rather than later, as a matter of fact, guys. But with all that out of the way, guys, take care, drink water, and stay safe. And I will see you all in the very next video. Bye.